Good morning, good Monday morning. Glad to be with you. Hope you had a great 4th of July weekend. Glad to be with you, talking to you about you and your business. As always, got a lot to cover, so I think I want to jump right straight into it. Ryan Nickel, he's our first guest. He's with a company called cvirtual.com. That's the letter C, virtual.com. Ryan, welcome to the program. How are you today?
I'm doing great, Kevin. Thanks for having me.
Glad to have you. Real quickly, I want to mention over at priceofbusiness.com, we have an article on cvirtual where we interviewed, I guess we interviewed you over there, didn't we?
We did, yes. Thank you for that.
Absolutely. And so we like what you wrote and want to do accompany it here on the program. Kind of give us your elevator speech of cvirtual.
So, okay, great. Thank you for that opportunity. So what cvirtual is we are a recruiting firm that specializes in executives, upper management, and hard-to-fill technical roles. And what makes us unique and different is that we actually will go out and do the work. We have the relationships already in place, and we will provide virtual interviews for the hiring managers or decision managers to actually review prior to actually inviting anyone in for a live interview, which really cuts down on costs and the time of the whole cycle of hiring. And we've really found that this niche has been, one, profitable for us and very equitable for our partners that we've worked with.
Okay. So tell me about the company itself, the size of cvirtual. How many employees do y'all have?
We're currently at 11 employees. We opened our doors January 1st, and we were profitable as of April 1st. So we're growing, and we like the direction that we're going.
Yeah, I bet you do. And the size and types of businesses that you typically have as clients?
It ranges. We have do you want volume as far as employee size, or do you want as far as financial?
Mid-market, enterprise, industries. Kind of just give me a profile.
Sure. So we do a lot with the tech startups in Silicon Valley, and those vary from anywhere from 4 to 5 employees to we have companies that have 300 employees. Revenue-wise, we are working with companies that are between just under shy of $1 million to as much as $50 million. So there's a wide gamut because the technology that we provide is really ubiquitous across the board to different companies, but we really specialize and focus on the tech industry just because they get the technology, they understand the way it works, and it just is a seamless integration into their process.
So basically small to mid-market.
Right.
Yeah. Is there an interest in reaching the enterprise level, or do you just feel like that's an oversaturated area that doesn't need your service, or is that just a matter of time, or how do you perceive that?
What happens with enterprise is most of them already have their own technical recruiters on board already, or they have a huge recruiting staff. So what we have found is that the technology that we use, we've developed our own technology, but the technology does exist. It's not proprietary, so it does exist in the market, and we've found that most enterprise companies, what they'll do is they'll keep, for cost purposes, they'll keep their own recruiting staff in-house, but they'll execute on someone else's platform that allows for the same technology to be used.
Okay, and so it just, it's already a crowded space to even approach them, and there's so much low-hanging fruit. Why bother? Right.
Yeah. I mean, we're a very nimble company, and so when we come into the shark-infested waters, we would get eaten really fast, and so we chose not to go that direction.
So, would you pay? How do I phrase this? Are you paid per number of interviews that are done each month, or how is your company paid for your services?
That's a great question. So, what we found in the marketplace is that a lot of individuals that do the recruiting that we do, they require a retainer up front, which we do not. It's no money up front to get started. What we'll do is we'll actually go out and we will find the candidates that they have told us that they're looking for, and we only get paid once they agree that the person that we found for them is the person that they want to hire. So we get paid upon hire. And
that's very smart. So, because on the surface, and you might want to think about this, because on the surface, to look at your website, one of the big questions that kind of goes through my mind, which may show both my ADD and my impatience and my ignorance, all three, but those things can exist with other people who look at your site. It's like, how is this different from Skype or Hangouts? So what you described is really different from Skype or Hangouts. It's not just the technology or methodology. It's an entire system that is utilizing that technology.
Right, and one of the main differences too we found with Skype and Hangouts and other services is when you still have to have a live interview. It still has to be scheduled, and you have conflicts in that way as well. But also, once you start that interview, you're committed to that interview. And if within the first couple of minutes you realize this is not someone you want to hire, you still got to go through with that interview as a courtesy. And so what we do is we provide pre-recorded virtual interviews so that if they're 30 seconds into it and they realize this is not who I want, they just skip to the next person. There's no time commitment that they have to fulfill in order to be courteous to that individual that's taken time to interview with them.
So the interviewee will be asked pre-recorded questions going forward.
Exactly.
And the actual interviewer has left the stadium.
Yeah, right.
All right, that's interesting. So what are some other characteristics that differentiates your model from the competition?
Most competition that does do a contingency will only have a guarantee on their placement for 60 days, maybe 90 days at most. We guarantee our placements for up to 6 months.
Wow, that's huge.
Yeah, we're very confident.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we're very confident in the ability that we've had to place the individuals, that we get the right person the first time so that they stay with the company.
Yeah, I love it. Talking about, again, cvirtual.com. And what's the C stand for? I kind of get the virtual. What's the C for? Candidate virtual.
Yeah, that's a good way to look at it. The CV on our logo is a different color.
Oh, CV.
So it's curriculum vitae.
Yeah, there you go. Very good. So, what are some of your? First of all, how are you doing as a company in 2014? And what are some of your long-term goals?
So in 2014, we're halfway through the year. We had anticipated growing at a very steady rate. We've actually picked up some clients that have accelerated that growth. We didn't think that we would break $1 million in sales the first year. We're definitely on track to do that, and then some. Long-term goals, the talk that we have right now initially was that we wanted to build something that was so awesome that we would be acquired. Unfortunately, or I guess I should say fortunately, we have built something that we have all fallen in love with, that we don't want to be acquired. We love what we do. We love that we are changing the lives of the individual job seeker who's looking to increase their skill level with a company that'll grow with them, and then also the companies that have fallen in love with us. We're enamored with the feeling that we have right now in the marketplace, and so we actually want to grow this company to a $10, if not $20 million company in the next 5 to 7 years.
Wow, that's fantastic! And you've got a business plan lined up to do that, huh?
We do.
Yeah, I love it. Well, go ahead and give your website one more time.
Sure, it's cvirtual. It's the word virtual with the letter C in front of it, .com.
Thanks so much for being with us. I enjoyed it very much, and do hope great success for you guys. And if you want to read the article, which I strongly suggest you do, check us out. Check it out over there at priceofbusiness.com, and just keep an eye out there for our guest, Ryan Nickel. Thanks, Ryan.
Thank you, Kevin. My pleasure.
When we come back, much more for you. I do want to remind you, best content here, it shows up over there at usdatareview.com, and I am Kevin Price.